This is all about forward movement.
Still and silent, calm before the storm, gold and diamond, jewels behind the throne, into the night, out of the dark, take to the sky, chasing the stars, all that we said, all that we are, waiting to fly, this is the start. Hide and seek, reason and rhyme, grand and glorious, living the dream, yours and mine, euphoria.
Hi guys, Debbie Dubois here. Welcome back to my channel, True Sacred Union. I am in the mood to do a off-the-cuff reading, and I just have this song running through my head. All the single women, all the single, is it all the single men? No, it's calling all the single women. Anyways, I've wanted to do this reading all day. I just want to do a reading for women who are not currently in a relationship. And that includes such a big number of people. When I'm talking about that, I mean like you're not in a significant connection. And or maybe you've got one dawning, one's coming, you feel it's coming, but you're just not there yet. And I don't know, having been in the twin flame community, the sacred counterparts, the original pairs community for so long, I think it's almost universal at this point with my friends. All the people that I know, we're all single. It's the weirdest thing. Now, it doesn't mean we don't have connections. It doesn't mean some people aren't dating. Most of us aren't. So it's really fascinating because I'm watching some of the most incredible people I've ever met be alone. And it's like they're kicking ass and taking names. They all feel that. Where is the man? It's the weirdest thing. Well, when I thought this was a perfect video for True Sacred Union, because so much of my life and so much of my mission to this point has really had to do with relationships, right? And look at who's here to visit. Hi. Why do you always want to come and see me when I'm working on a video? We're going to have to move you off the table. My goodness, every time I turn the camera on. This week I did like 8 videos for TikTok for Intuit, which is one of the reasons why I want to do this reading, because I had so much fun. But they're short videos, right? I mean, I think I edited them down. Every single one of them was 6 minutes. And I was using our newest decks, the Soul Expansion Trio, which, oh my gosh, they're so fun to play with. So I'm going to use them, of course. But yeah, so I did so many readings, but I couldn't dig too deep. If it's for TikTok, and we just opened a TikTok store, yeah, it's kind of like there's not a lot you can do in one reading. So this is Friday night, girls' night. It's a timeless reading. So whenever you find this, it's that Friday night. It's timeless, but it's speaking to those of us who are, I want to say, really primed and ready to go when it comes to being in our own power, when it comes to being in our own, we love our lives. We're enjoying what we're doing. We'd really like to go out to have a cup of coffee with a new man. I don't know. Is that acceptable? No, because so much, like they're the energies right now. I feel the energies of something changing, something coming in. Now, I think I will speak to the fact that I feel, and there have been many people who have corroborated this, that there's actually been some kind of, I want to say, a stargate, a portal that that happened. Well, this reading, I'm doing this on the 24th of May. I'm thinking maybe 6 days ago. And I've had all kinds of reports, even from, one of my friends that's a 20-year-old man. He said, I really feel like I leveled up in his workouts. He's a bodybuilder. And I was like, that's right. That's where he's at. As a 20-year-old, he's very focused on something, but he felt the leveling up. And almost everyone that I am in touch with felt the leveling up. So I'm interested. Comment below if you feel that you sensed something changed for the better, like bigly, like big time, like crazily. And so I think that because of that, and knowing that so many of us are getting to a place where we're really quite happy and content. Sure, there's a lot of things that need to shift. A lot of things need to change. But who's with me on the girls' night out? Raise your hand. We're going to look first. The first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and switch to a tabletop view so I can show you my cards. We're going to use the Intuit Oracle. This is my favorite deck, in that it's just my go-to deck for everything. Well, I didn't even ask the question, but I was asking, what is the overall arching energies for this collective that's watching this video right now? And the first card that came out is Head of the Pack, which is a very successful card. Motivated, successful, get it done, persistence. We're motivated. Yeah, that sounds about like some of those people that have been leveling up. We got the woman, so we're talking about the divine feminine. It shows up. I'm telling you, these cards are magic. All right, so the woman is in a successful place. She is finishing first. She's motivated. Oh, we got the snowflake. So the snowflake talks about perfect. Everything's just perfect. Everything is very precise. Everything is in its unique, I want to say unique design for us. Very detailed. Let's see, that would be the middle card of this particular row. We got the fixed middle. We're in the middle of a season. Getting it done. We're someone you can count on. We're reliable. And we are either making wishes come true, or we are going to see our wishes come true. We're feeling blessed. Falling in love. Now, I have felt that energy of falling in love without having one specific person to put it on. Does that make sense to anybody? So we're in a delicate situation right now. There's a fragile situation going on. Think about the snowflake and its intricate detail. But we're in the middle of something. We're in the middle. It's saying now is not the time. And what I want to say is now is not the time, meaning now is not when it's really physically manifesting. But we're sitting here with success. We're sitting here with the head of the pack. We're in the lead. We're getting it done. This is the feminine, the divine feminine energy. So these cards really speak to an overall positive energy of where we're at. What else do you want us to know? What else? I asked my inner being. My inner being reflects in the cards a lot. I got the moon, which is divine feminine energy again. All the single ladies. Someone told me what that song is. I can't get it out of my head. Oh my heaven. Okay, we got beginnings. It's the child, but it's beginnings, brand new. So we got the moon. It's the divine feminine energy. It's romance. It's got that dreamy quality of just, you're not quite fantasizing about being with someone, but you feel like they're right there on the periphery. And yeah, it's like you're ready for some new beginnings, right? You're ready for something brand new. Like, even if it's someone that you've been with before, it's like you want to start over. You want brand new. You want carefree. Like, dump all of that bullshit that came up before this. And that's if you have someone that you've got in mind. We're going to go into that too. We'll go into, people that we might have in mind. Let's see here. All right. I thought I took out the astrology cards, but I'll keep this one. This is the star card. This is Queen of Air. This is the Aquarius fixed sign of air. This is actually a timing card, but it's also, this is a central card in this row. And how I see this and read this is independent. I'm independent, opinionated, individualistic. The star. It's like we're the star. We're the star of our own show. Interesting. Okay. What else am I getting? Whoa, that one jumped right out. I love how these cards do that. All right, so we've got the bird. That's a little bit about, I want to say, communication, making contact, text or call someone. Maybe that kind of indicates that either you want to text and call someone or you wish someone would text and call you. Making contact. It's also a little bit nervous energy. I don't know about you guys. I haven't been feeling nervous. The energies were really, really quite hectic. Well, who do we got here? We got the man. Could just put it right here, but I had to actually show this one. So we got the man and the woman are both in this reading. So, yeah, it's like there's definitely a call, right? For this connection. It's so interesting. Now, I am going to, let me see, push some cards back because I'd like to do a third row of cards. I don't know if I'm going to make it or not. I can probably stop my camera and pull out the shot a little bit so I can fit. I'm still letting this formulate. This first round is just giving me an idea of the energies that we're sitting in. So we've really got this desire to connect, to communicate, to make contact with someone of the masculine energy. But it's like there's nobody home. There's nobody home. All right, well, we got the squirrel, which is interesting. We got the nervous energy. Remember I said nervous? I haven't been feeling nervous. Someone's nervous because the squirrel just showed up. And the squirrel, the squirrel is, well, it's hectic energy. It's giving lip service. It's kind of scolding. It's very energetic and secretive. But the thing that I'm seeing here is miscommunication. What does that mean? Miscommunication. Oh, we got another card that just came out. The Wheel of Fortune. It's out of your hands. Oh, please stop it. Nothing's out of my hands. I'm a creator being. I make my own reality. But it's interesting. When it's out of our hands, it's kind of like, well, it's like up to our higher self, our inner being, the God spark within us that is the seat of our soul. And we got the ladybug. Wishes are coming true. So in spite of things being out of your hands, and you might be a little bit nervous about it, wishes are coming true. A vibrant, abundant life. And this is the central card of this row. A vibrant, abundant life is sitting right there for you. Good health came up, and I'm telling you what, I'm really focused on that. Well, geez, we got Libra, which is justice. Desires harmony and balance. Don't you kind of feel like that? It's like after all that we've been through up to this point, a vibrant, happy life that we long for and crave for is, something that is sociable, kind, fair, just. Yeah. Now this card's saying within 1 to 2 weeks, and this timing is 2 to 4 weeks. I want to say that I'm noticing that. And we got the white wolf. The white wolf shows up a lot for me, and the white wolf is all about trusting your inner knowing, believing in your power. So the overall energies to me say that the divine feminine, all the single women, I want that song to get out of my head. It would be really nice. I just saw my mic go off the red, so I'm sorry if I blew someone's eardrums out. Yeah, I think that if you're single, you're probably enjoying being single. Like you're enjoying having, I think of the movie While You Were Sleeping, when Sandra Bullock is talking to the guy that's in a coma, and she's like, "It's very important. I have complete sole control of the remote control. I have complete possession of the remote control." It's like, yeah, that's great, but there still is something, this dreamy fantasy energy, this desire for wishes to come true. Yeah, to have that someone you can count on, just to brighten up your day. I don't get the feeling in any of these cards and in my own energy anyways that any of you are sitting there just starved for, I've just got to hook up with someone and have someone in my life. No. It's more like you're in this very successful space and you're feeling your divine feminine energy. There might be a little bit of squirrel energy. I'm seeing it a little bit in the communications, like, oh, why am I not connecting? Why am I not meeting someone? Why am I not? So then a little bit of that nervousness. But these cards are asking us to definitely trust the white wolf, definitely trust your inner knowing. Believe in your power. Freedom is a really important word on that card, because I know a lot of women that are single right now that are kind of worried about giving up their freedom if they got into a relationship. So, and gosh, if you go through TikTok, pretty much TikTok, I'm not on a lot of the other social medias, but you see a lot of women that are like, oh no, I don't need to saddle up with that again. I finally have my freedom back. But if you've really done your healing work and you've really gone into what is this resistance to being, well, we know if we've had really bad relationships, we're in resistance to relationships because they've been hell. Let's just face it. In many different ways, in many different forms. And we don't want to lose that freedom. I know. Most of my girlfriends, they don't want to lose their freedom, but they miss having a man around, or they miss having someone to go out and have a drink with or go eat dinner with, but they don't want to give up their freedom. They might not want to share their bed. It's just kind of crazy times. So I think these cards are pretty reflective of where we're at. And guys, this is an off-the-cuff thing I decided to do. I am under no pressure within myself to, come up with any fancy ideas, but I'm curious and I thought it might be a good time to look at stuff. I am going to do something. I've been using these Soul Expansion Trio for my readings on TikTok. And it seems like when you pull, I've got this right here. This is the healing deck. The healing deck is what I really want to look at. Is there any other healing? Is there any healing for some of the people that are watching right now, for my divine feminines as a collective? What kind of things are we healing? Let's just do one. Let's just do one healing. Let's just say, what are we healing right now? Have we got anything that we're healing? I'll tell you what, I have been through it. I feel like I healed everything. Knock on wood, and my table is wood. Knock on wood. Yeah, I want to know, like, what's a major area of healing that someone out there might be going through? Inadequacy. All right, let's look at inadequacy, but I want to pull a couple more. I am literally flying by the seat of my pants. Anger. So some of you might be dealing with anger. What else? Yeah. And remember, we're reading this in context of all the single women. Yeah, I can see the anger. I don't know. Like, I'm sure some of you might be feeling inadequate if you don't have a partner and you're like, yeah, that could be possible. Nothing's jumping. Come on. Come on, little cards. Let's just go to the bottom. Addiction. Whoa. Okay. Let's do that. All right. So let's look at these three cards. These are healing cards. So I'm going to read these cards this way. There are some of you that are dealing with anger. There are some of you that are dealing with feelings of inadequacy, and there are some people that are dealing with addictions. So let's look at that. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at a focus. Like, what are we angry about? What are we angry about? And what I'm going to do, this is inspired, I'm going to put three cards here of focus, and you can pick any one that works for you. Let me show you. Let me show you how this works. All right, so this is, I've never done this before. This is just totally inspired, which is what I felt like doing tonight. If I was a live TikToker or YouTuber or whatever, and I could just go live and do stuff like this and still function and talk to people and moderate my room and everything, I would. Because sometimes lately especially, I feel like being in my flow. All right, so we got animals. Well, some of you might be angry about animals. I get angry because my cat jumps up in front of my camera every single time I go to record. We've got writing. That's interesting. I don't know what that's about. And we got technology. Oh, I know where I want to switch these cards around. Can I please? I'm gonna. Technology, anger. That's where I sit. Right here. These two go together for me. And actually, you guys, you choose which cards go together for you. I don't know if I would put animals under addiction for me. And I don't even know about writing. Well, I kind of do. I'm going to put the cards this way for me. All right? So, however you just look at the cards. We've got technology, animals, and writing. We've got addiction, inadequacy, and anger. And I'm just going to tell you how I'm going to read these cards for me. You guys switch these around. And if this part of the reading doesn't resonate for you, that's fine too. Okay, I'm just going to tell you how this works for me. Technology is making me so angry. Just now, before I started this recording, my phone stopped connecting to the internet. Just stopped, no reason. Just says you're not connected to the internet. Yes, my Wi-Fi is turned on. Yes, I am recording and I have complete full bars on my internet. Got great internet here. So my internet's working. My cellular data was not working. I'm like, I could text people, but I couldn't use my phone for business, for texting. Addiction, writing, texting, trying to keep up with all of the stuff. Who is with me? Who is with me? Tell me I am not the only person that's going through this. Okay, this is a little bit of off the topic of single women, but it isn't really. Because for me, being single and being in my own space and my own power and my own environment, if you're here with me and you're in that situation, how many of you are using technology a lot to keep in touch with people, your friends? I mean, my friends and I, we will send each other voice messages back and forth through our internet, through our phone apps, WhatsApp, Viber, what am I thinking of? Telegram, right? Gosh, when things are not going right and they've been so spotty lately, there's a lot of anger around that. So it definitely needs healing. In terms of addiction, how many of you are addicted to like answering people right away? Like, oh, someone just texted me, I need to get back to them. I mean, maybe that's just me. How many of you are still carrying a little bit of people pleaser? If you're a single woman, you're probably single because you got so damn tired of pleasing everybody. It's like, just somebody give me some space. But I find that, I'm quite addicted to my phone and texting and writing back and forth, right? Interesting. Now, I'm going to say inadequacy does work for me for animals because I have 2 cats. And you can see my cat just jumped up here and was like, Mommy, look at me. I need your attention. And I'm like, I'm sorry, honey. I'm making a video for the nice people, and yeah, I find a lot of times because I've got so many things going on and I'm doing so much soul work that sometimes I'm not able to give my animals the love they deserve, and I do feel inadequate for it. Isn't that fascinating? Now listen, I'm not going to say that any of you are feeling that too. I would bet that a lot of people are feeling frustration with the technology because we're being bombarded with it. I would say a lot of people are addicted to being on their phone and making sure they keep up with their texts and everything else. I don't know about the animals and inadequacies. That's a long shot, but I know it applies to me. So I guess what I'm saying is these cards are freaking awesome. I mean, this is what made me want to do readings all week. And then I'm like, it's my Friday night. And I'm like, I want to read cards. So this is insane. So I'm going to put these cards, I don't know, what's the best way to do this? Put these 2 cards together. Put these 2 cards together. Put these 2 cards together over here. I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to look at what the Zodiac, where's my Zodiac 108? Where is it? Uh-oh. All right. There she is. She's up here. I love my deck. This one I actually helped with. I helped write this one. When Kimberly did this deck, she's a genius. She created a whole spreadsheet, like a whole layout, and correlated numerology, astrology, and tarot all in one. And then we worked on picking objects that kind of went with all of it. And it was crazy. So what we're going to do is we are going to ask the Zodiac 108 to give us some words of advice. Just give us some words of advice around some of these issues that might need healing. In this case, in this situation. And what happens is I just get my inner knowing will just kick in and tell me what it's about. All right, so I got a telephone. I'm going to pick 3 cards. 3 cards, they fit right here. Let's just do that. Again, inspired reading. That's why I love, this is how I prefer. All right, we've got 2 cards. I'm going to put this as the central card and and this one over here. Central card for me in my readings with object-based cards, and even with tarot, actually. I do this kind of reading where I look at the middle card and I'm looking to the middle card as my central energy. I think I already mentioned that earlier. All right, so we've got the slingshot. Tension, anxiety, stress. You feel like the pull and ping, right? Pulled in opposite directions. Ready, aim, fire. On one hand, on one hand of this tension, we have the telephone, which is about communication. I'll tell you what just came to me: communicating with your inner being. Two-way street. That's what made me think that. Inner being is a two-way street. You ask, it says inner voice on this card. I am not kidding you. So what I'm getting around healing some of these things, because really all of this stems from this feeling like you are responsible for everything. If you're not in a relationship, listen, society is structured to keep you so damn busy, and you have so many things that you need to be doing. And I hear time and time again, I don't have time to do all of this, or it's all on me, or I have to take care of all of these things. And it would be so nice to just have a little support. But nobody's willing to go into bad relationships to get support. That's awesome. So the slingshot speaks to me of people being stressed out. I want to say the divine feminine being stressed out. But listen, we're talking about the single women. This could apply to single men. I better write that in my subject because I don't want to be exclusionary. Is that the right word? Because I just started thinking about it. Gosh, I'm sure there's some men that are probably feeling the exact same way we are. Probably the people that have done the work. And I think the reason why I'm thinking single women is because I have so many friends right now that are in the same space. So this is kind of a reading for all of them and all of you that are in that, male or female. So in a stressed position, you feel like you're being pulled in too many directions. There's tension, there's anxiety, there's pressure. Pressure is the right word, pressure. Like, oh my gosh, I'm not adequate with my animals. I can't give my animals the attention they deserve. The technology's driving me crazy. When my phone went out, I'm just texting my business partner saying, hey, what do I do? Because he is a man, and it's like, okay, I got a little man support there. But it's like, and then the addiction to the writing and the texting and the continuing to communicate. This is putting the pressure on us. So the telephone says to me, get in communication with your inner voice. Your inner voice has wisdom, knowledge, perspectives. And we've got the broken vase over here, which I was going to say, to help you overcome hardship, to help you overcome the pressure. Now look at this. This card says pressure, and this card says pressure. Both say pressure. How just freaking weird is that? Because the pressure that we feel when we're not in partnership, and most of us, let's face it, a lot of feminine are teaming up to support each other emotionally, to support each other spiritually. And I guess if you're in close proximity, you might be supporting each other physically. A lot of people that I know are not close together with the people who are part of their soul tribe. So this place that we sit in, it creates this tendency to feel disappointed. So is there any wonder why we have addiction to making sure we respond to our friends' texts? Or when you count on that, anytime technology goes wonky, you're like, no, that's my lifeline, right? But your inner voice and the communication that you have with your inner being can change things. It can bring a new focus to things. It can give you an opportunity to change the state of being. When a vase shatters, it releases pressure, and yes, it's in a million pieces, and it might be a temporary setback, but it's an opportunity for change. And isn't that what we're all in the middle of? We're all in the middle of change. So I guess that pretty much sums up this part of the reading. I think there's, I'm going to pull a couple Intuit oracles. I'm going to pull these up. We can still see the words inadequacy. I'm going to push these up. I'm going to see if there's any more information from my inner being around this subject, because I don't feel like I'm quite done with this. I mean, these are areas that are being shown to focus. We got another communication card. When we get so we got 2 communication cards lined right up. That says something. So let's see what else comes out. This is the Mercury. It's the messenger of the gods, the magician, but it's a communication card. It's about expressing. It's expressing electronics. Are you kidding? It's about electronics too. Technology. Look at the lightning bolts coming out of here. Like electricity. We are in an electric world. Just saying. Everything's plugged into electricity. If you go out of electricity and you don't have batteries, you're beeped. I could say the word, but I just will refrain. I could. All right. I got another planetary card, Uranus. The Fool. Interesting. The Fool card. Disruptive change. The broken vase. So, all right. I'm still going to keep going. And my inner being says, don't read yet. Just get your cards. All right. Ball and chain. All right. I kind of do feel like my inner being has said something to me that's really important. For all the joking and Friday night and girls' night out and incredible progress that you've made, that I've made, that we've all made, we're still dealing with some stuff that is not quite resolved, that makes us consider like, oh, but it would be so much easier if I had another person. It'd be so much easier if I wasn't by myself. And what did I get? The ball and chain, right? Codependency, addictions. Look at this. Addictions. Emotional baggage. Trapped way down. So these healing items that are presented here, if they resonate with you, maybe you've switched them around, you haven't paired them the way I did. Maybe you're angry about your animals. Maybe you're addicted to technology. Well, hello. This kind of, I don't know why I feel like I have to pick them up. Look at that. I don't know why I didn't pair those up originally. Addiction to technology. I was having a conversation with one of my friends today, and she was saying, while she's not on social media all that much and everything else, she has her phone with her all the time because it's her connection with her friends and with her clients. She does sessions and stuff, and that addiction to technology. I want to speak to that. I want to speak to that. See, listen, if you've made it this far and you're still interested in hanging out with me on Girls' Night Out, then you might be interested in what I have to say about this. I've been doing a lot of thinking about technology. Maybe this was part of working out some of this stuff. I know that I'm not alone with the technology addictions or the addiction to texting or feeling inadequate. If it's not animals, it's something you're taking care of. It's your responsibilities. Your pets are your responsibilities. It could be children, although I have a card for children, but your animals are those that count on you and depend on you. And they're your truest friends, and sometimes you feel inadequate. I realized today that a lot of what I'm having to do with my career, with my life, with my mission, with my calling has to do with technology and really needing to use technology. And I see a lot of my friends that are really moving more towards the natural way. They're on the land. I've got one of my friends is earthing by laying her body on the beach. Oh, please sign me up for that. I have another friend that's painting and doing a home project, and she's using her body. No, we're not. No, we're not coming up here. Nope, we're not doing this. No. See, I'm feeling inadequate with my pet. My pet wants my attention. I'm sorry, you're going to get my cards all goofy. So I was saying that, I have friends that are doing things in more natural ways, and I realized, gosh, the things that I'm doing, I just opened up a TikTok store. I'm doing TikTok videos for Intuit. Of course, I love doing videos and things like this using technology, and I'm thinking, oh, I'm going the way of the technology. What do they, I guess you could call it the technology, the AI, the takeover of the AI. And I don't want that because I love nature. I've been craving the sun. I've been wishing I was on a beach. But I started to realize something. We have got to find a way to utilize technology in a powerful way to support us without giving into the things that will trap you in and take your time and take your soul and all of that stuff. So that was just because ball and chain, that technology and the addiction. Ooh, now we have addiction and technology on either side with this ball and chain. So that's just, again, I'm dealing with what I feel is here for Divine Feminine. And this broken vase and this tension and this pressure to resolve this stuff, to communicate with our inner beings, and the Fool, right? Take the leap out of this. Go into the unknown. Go into your free spirit. Just do it. Just become all you can be. These are issues that we're going to be dealing with, but I guess what I'm trying to say is that through a connection with our inner being, and maybe what I'm getting at is we've got to surf this stuff. And to me, oh my gosh, my cat's now trying to get into a cabinet. Oh my gosh, stop it already. So taking the leap into this unknown period that we're going into is just like so important. It's so key to the healing that we need to do. So I don't know if that was helpful for you. I feel like it was helpful for me. It made me realize, wow, I've definitely got these things going on. And I also realized that I have what it takes to be that fool and jump and not let it get me down, right? Don't let it take your power. But these are some of the reasons why we all kind of still crave that partnership. I think most of us that are, probably watching my videos, you probably have had significant relationships. You've been a mom, you've had a husband, you've had many partners over your lifetime, and this is all part of moving into a new space. I think we're going to do something fun, and we're going to look at, I'm going to pull the Astro Persona out because the Astro Persona is about personalities. So, all right, I want you to get in your mind someone like your ideal, like your absolute ideal. Like it might be someone that's already in your life and you want them to be part of your life more, and maybe you don't know them, or let's say you have no one and you're wondering who's coming in. Just get someone in your mind, and I'm going to pull some cards around who's coming in for you next. So let's see. You'll probably know who this person is when you start to see the cards. You'll see who this relates to. And if nothing relates, then, you know, either this reading isn't for you or you haven't got any idea who's coming in. All right, we got Jupiter in the 5th house of Leo. All right, this is an expansive, creative energy, a fun-loving energy, very magnetic with an abundant life. Interesting, overconfident and a little egocentric, athletic, fun-loving. This person is likely to be famous for their creative projects. In love, they're warm, witty, and enjoyable. Luck from investments comes from your willingness to take risks. Oh, please send this person my way. I'm just joking. I'm just having fun. That sounds lovely, doesn't it? Sounds lovely. I like Jupiter in the 5th house of Leo. All right, we've also got a leader. Oh my gosh, the picture of the card reminds me of an ESTJ in human design, not human design, in Myers-Briggs, because he's, of course it has to be a Capricorn. Sun in the 10th house of Capricorn. So this is actually a sun card. So that, you know, it just means that this person, and listen, you know, what might happen is maybe one of these cards goes specifically in your situation. So some of you have someone coming in that is totally a leader, definitely has like ambition, gets it done, looks for constant improvement. So this is that Capricorn energy. They accomplish great things because of their drive to achieve status and success. So that should be interesting, because I'm really wondering, I've just pulled another one, I'm really wondering how many of you really care about that at this point. I mean, maybe you do, because maybe that means security and stuff, but I think so many of us are beyond that. It's like we definitely don't need authoritative, right? Authoritarian type. We're like, yeah, no, check it at the door. We're in our own power. But there's something very, very masculine about that energy. Okay, the next card that came in is Mercury in the 2nd house of Taurus. So this is an entrepreneur. So some of you have an entrepreneur coming in. This person, money from trees. It's like, yup, they're very resourceful. Knowledge is money. They can be stubborn, Taurus energy, right? And indecisive, but their practical knowledge and resource management makes them an empire builder. All right, so we've got some pretty powerful people coming in. We got a creative person coming in. It's so funny though. All of the energies coming in feel very masculine to me. Isn't that interesting? Very masculine. Even though there's 2 women on these cards, it does feel very masculine. So that's kind of a good thing. So we got, and basically, you know, maybe what I'm asking is for you to tune in and say which one of these people is coming in for you. I'm already saying mine's probably Jupiter in this 5th house, the Leo card. Yes, someone that leads an abundant life. I like someone that tends to be a little overconfident. Well, you know, that has its ups and its downs. It depends on if they've got something to back it up. All right, come on. Here we go. All right, so we got an Aquarius card here, Sun in Aquarius. So we got another Sun card. It's an Aquarius card. And this is more of a humanitarian. So some of you have someone coming in that treats everyone as equal. They value friendship over love. So they're going to be more interested in maintaining a really good connection and communication rather than, say, being more get it done. Now, I'm not going to say that they can't have all of these characteristics in one. They could. But this person, Sun in the 11th house of Aquarius. They're tolerant. They identify with the human collective, so they're probably more likely to be on the spiritual path. Yeah, they're now it does say that they're a little bit impersonal, and I think that that means that they don't let a lot of people closely into their circle. Well, it says you are socially adept. They are socially adept, and many consider you their friend, but you are close to very few people. Isn't that interesting? I happen to be an Aquarius moon, and I've got it like in 26th degree. So I'm more Aquarius. I'm a 0% Sagittarius, 0 degrees. Like I don't even have any Sagittarius in me, but I do kind of. But yeah, I really relate with that a little bit. All right, let's see what else. Who else is coming in? All right. Progressive. This is Mars in the 9th house of Sagittarius. Okay, so this person is a dream chaser. See, there's the Sagittarius. I guess I could say I have a little bit of that. A traveler. This person is quite sexual. They like that kind of thing is almost like a sport. Now they like to have heated discussions, and they're a little bit opinionated and stubborn, but I don't think that you would be very bored with this person. Inspiring author. That's interesting. So they have a passion for life that is unequaled, and you will want to learn and experience it all. Try to accept that there is no absolute truth and allow others. This is their tendency. This person's tendency is to think that there's an absolute truth and that they know it. So they're probably going to want to be teaching you and showing you the new horizons. And I'm sure it would be very exciting and interesting. All right, let's pull 5 more. We'll just go into who else might be coming in for people out there. Who are the people coming in for my single feminines? Well, we've got Jupiter in the 8th house of Scorpio. So we got a Scorpio sign showing. Gosh, we got a lot of different signs on the table. In fact, there's no duplicates at this point. So we've got no limits. So this person, this might be someone who is coming in for maybe a short term. And I want to say that because this is a more mysterious energy. This is more of someone into the occult. They're exploring sex. They're into the afterlife. They're magnetic and enigma. They've got a lot of mystery. They're solving problems that no one can figure them out. Lips are sealed. So, I mean, that may be attractive to you, and that's okay. I probably would, me personally, I probably would be, oh, let's have a nice fling. Because I don't know if that energy is something that, but some of you may have that, hell, I could have that coming in for me just for an experience. No judgment. I'm not judging. All right, then you've got some people have someone coming in, Mars in the 12th house of Pisces, which is, I believe, it's a little bit of an avoidant person. Well, this does sound like not a completely great card. Someone who feels defeated, they're bullied, they express anger non-verbally. Someone is, that's, it just came to me. That's the sign that someone would be coming in who had been in an abusive relationship, that they have maybe experienced a narcissist and they are wounded. So this person could express anger, be passive aggressive. And I almost want to say this, if this person is coming in for you for any experience at all, it's just going to be so that you can just say no. To actually, what I'm getting is actually confirm for you that you have moved beyond wanting to play that role for someone. So some people have done that work harder than others, or more of it than others for longer periods of time, or just knocked it out and did the job. Some people might have to go through another round of, hey, no, I don't want this in my life. All right, we've got someone coming in, the moon in the 7th house of Libra. Isn't this interesting? Do you know that we don't have a repeat of a sun sign at this point? That's crazy. So Libra, someone's got someone coming in. And remember, these are not all sun signs. These are aspects. And literally, you could take all of these cards. They could be someone's personality. And that means they have it all. So, you know, I'm not going to go that deep into it. I'm just kind of, we're doing this for fun. And then I'll tell you which one I think is coming in for me when we're done. How's that? I'll just give you and then I'll give you an update later and say, yes, it happened. He came in and now he's that person. But anyways, this person that has a moon in Libra, the 7th house of Libra, they're eager for reciprocation. So there's someone who is really ready to, you know, be connected, be in a relationship. They love being smothered. They love being with a sensitive partner. They don't really like being alone. They like being together. So they instinctively meet the needs of others and feel fulfilled by the equal response. But if your efforts aren't reciprocated, that person could feel unloved and undervalued. That does sound like this person has a little bit more, what do you want to say, codependency. So they may be someone who needs you more than you really want to be needed. Like, in other words, if this person comes in again, that might be a person who you're like, yeah, no, testing the waters on that. And it depends on where you're at. This person is very affectionate. So maybe you need that right now. Maybe you need that interactions right now. We've got Pluto in the 9th house of Sag. So we got Sagittarius, I see. A deep desire to know the source of our being. Okay, yeah, that's my person coming in. I'm just kidding. It's like, why can't I meet a man that's just so dying to know the inside of his being so completely and so fully? Yeah, I'm just kind of kidding, but I'm not. But this person is deeply spiritual. Oh, but to the point of being, it's my way or the highway. Okay, that's not going to work for me. But they do have deep insights. They're very curious. They're very creative, deeply spiritual, and enjoy profound experiences. So this person is someone who needs to make sure that the deep insights and constant quest for mystery doesn't turn you into the spiritual know-it-all. I think I probably was that at a younger age. There's some of my sads showing up. I wonder if that's actually in my chart. So anyways, all right, let's take one more card. And let's see. High strong. So we've got a Mars in the 3rd house of Gemini. We hadn't seen Gemini yet. So really, interestingly enough, the only sign that appeared here twice was Sagittarius. That's me. Not in those particular placements. All right, so this particular person is kind of high strong. They're very energetic. They are opinionated. They're very talented with their hands. And they're witty, they're alert, they're direct, they're, I want to say stimulation, someone that is, moving and doing things. And, but they are a little bit, we got a lot of know-it-all energy here on the table. I'll tell you what, this know-it-all energy comes in for me and I'm going, okay, that was a nice test. Bye. Yeah, there is a lot of that energy on the table. Now, there's leadership. So what I'm trying to do now is I'm trying to read an overall sense of us as a collective and what's coming in and what's it for and who's going to experience what. All right, I want to say that those of you who are truly in your own power, you're not going to have anything to do. If people come in and they're know-it-alls or they're leaders or they're I want, it's my way or the highway or self-righteous or opinionated, those people are going to be kicked to the curb really damn fast. If you still have some codependency or people-pleasing skills, and people-pleasing skills, it is a skill to be people-pleasing. I can't do it anymore. I don't have any of those skills anymore. But if you have some of those characteristics still within you, you may draw to you someone who's going to exhibit those qualities so that you can just say no. All right, that's what I'm getting for that. If you are really in a good space and you are patient and don't go chasing it down is what I'm getting, you may end up with the expansive creative, the supreme entrepreneur. And I would say those two, and a humanitarian can also be. The humanitarian, I want to say the humanitarian, the leadership, and the expansive creativity, those characteristics. Now, remember, these characteristics are combined with a bunch of other characteristics in someone's chart. But those characteristics right there, those type of people are going to come into your life if you are not attached, not looking for anything except what's your highest good, and you're in that space yourself. That's what I'm getting. So again, it really boils down to inner being connection to make sure that you are as deeply aligned with your highest knowing as you can be, and be in the right relationship to yourself about the partner, the partner that's coming in. All right, so let's just see. Is there anything else? I really like to know what does the next week, and this is pretty much a timeless reading. I mean, it's a timeless reading. I'm not putting it's not at a particular conjunction in the sky or a full moon or it's the month of May or anything like that. What is the upcoming energies? What is it that the collective of single women are going to be experiencing here on in? Because I've heard a lot about really intense good stuff. Oh my goodness. Well, here you go. There it starts. Fish is resources. Something is coming, and I felt it very strongly for the month of June, that something is coming in that is really abundant. So we've got abundance coming. We've got large quantities of good things, money, finances, investments, resources. We've got the diamond ring. And I'm not saying just so we can put one on our hand or anything. I don't even know which hand you wear a wedding ring on anymore. I think it's the left hand. I don't know. Oh my gosh. I think I have had a major walk-in. Diamond ring is next level, leveling up. Now, statement of union, marriage, union, promises, partnerships, proposals, engagements. It's here. But if I were going to just try to, not get anyone's hopes up, meeting that person and having them come in and give you a diamond ring all in a month, that might be a little overwhelming. So, but some of you might have that coming. If you do have someone that you have a connection with, a rider. Oh, these cards get me so excited. The rider, that is about movement, that is about go, green light, full speed ahead, progress. We got the hermit. Don't tell me we're going to be by ourselves. No, this is also hardworking. It's hardworking. We are hardworking right now. We are being responsible. We are, having to deal with Virgo. This is the Virgo mutable sign of the earth. This is princess of earth. This is grounded, right? This is, yeah. So we have We have the nose to the grindstone and a little bit, I want to say, I'm not as familiar with tarot as I should be, but we'll just forget that card. Forget the Virgo card. I'm just kidding. We've got the Venus card. So charm, grace, relationships, love, magnetism, happiness, the Empress energy. Yay, we got the rabbits. The rabbits is about new beginnings. So this is where we're going. Gosh, couldn't we have just started with this part of the reading? Where are we going? Maybe I should have just started with this. In fact, maybe I'll just edit this video down. Where are we going? And we're like, woohoo. All right, so we've got the woman. So this is the divine feminine energy. It's just confirming that we're talking about the feminine and that the feminine's getting ready to have new beginnings, leveling up. And fireworks. Fireworks. That's passion, kissing, chemistry, hot sex, exhilaration, celebration, happy. This is my, when I run campaigns for marketing, this is my yes card. It's like, yeah, my campaign's ready to go. I got the fireworks. Oh my gosh, you guys, we got a lot of really good cards for what's coming. We got allow, trust divine timing, the element of spirit. That's your soul spark. That is your source energy. That is prime, ether, life force, omnipresent. Wow. I'm telling you, I really, really feel, well, we got the sun card. The crow is kind of like an extra card. Oh, actually, we got a couple. You know what? Let's do this. We got the crow. I'm just going to see if I can fit a third level. Really, next time I'll just move my camera out a little bit so there's a little bit more showing on the table. So, oh my gosh, we've got some kind of communication coming, making contact. Well, that's not too shabby either. So we have the sun, which is the yes card. It's all about self-realization, success, purpose, creativity. And we got, that one jumped. We have sudden harvest. We have sudden harvest. Those were the words that came off this card to me. Sudden harvest. Going there quickly. You know, I heard from, my favorite astrologer is Christopher Witecki. And there's some things that he's talks about and is, you know, into that I'm really not, but his astrology system is a genius. And he said that this is going to be the summer of love. So we got the mask, which is a little bit of putting on a show. We got the Sagittarius again. Within 14 to 30 days, isn't that the timing that I just said? Like, I mean, this is a timeless reading, but the next 30 days, it's coming up for that. It's optimistic, enthusiastic. It's the Temperance card. Yeah. Adventuresome, independent. You guys, these cards are amazing for what's coming. So Christopher Witecki basically said that it was going to be the summer of love, that we were going to feel the love of self, and that these counterpart situations, these relationships that we're meant to have are going to start materializing. And I do want to sum this whole reading up by saying, I have been feeling it. I've said this before, and I'll explain it, you know, to show you what I mean. For me, right now, I'm not embodying that relationship with one person, but I have a bunch of different people that are kind of like playing all the different parts. So I've got a little bit from this person and a little bit from that person, so that I actually feel like I have that person. The reason why it feels wholesome and complete to me is because I'm complete. So I have my space, my sacred space, which I worked really hard to get to, where I could be by myself and independent and on my own. I developed myself. I focused on healing my wounds, taking on a bunch of distorted templates and breaking them. It's 11/11 right now as I look at that. I'm just going to tell you, it's the 24th of May, 2024. So I'm seeing 24/24 and I'm seeing 11/11. So isn't that interesting? So in the state of perfect union within ourself, to where we can wake up alone without anxiety, where we can face financial hardship without anxiety, where we can face work traumas without anxiety, where we can solve nutritional problems, help family members, pursue our, what do you want to say, our physical health, our diet, self-care, our connection with nature, our connection with our friends, our family. And when we can find stasis within ourselves, that is the state of being where you can experience union even if you don't have one person with that union. You see it reflected back to you. And so in the ways that you're feeling that masculine energy reflecting back to you is, I think, an indication that that's coming. I know many people who have been feeling that waking up from the counterpart energy, even though, I mean, some are actually the original counterparts are the ones that are coming in for them in terms of what they're feeling. Like, I feel this again and I didn't feel it, and I feel differently about it. It's like a rebirth of it. It's not the same distortion. It's like the possibilities are unlimited, where that connection could go. But I really think that the secret to all of this is where we're at right now. I really feel that we went through some kind of a Stargate portal this week, and it was really kind of tough. Felt like it shook off a lot of stuff, but I think that we're gonna see some this rider card is all about movement. We are gonna see some movement on the counterpart journey. We're gonna start seeing things take place, sudden and unexpected things. There will be relationships that may break up suddenly, unexpectedly. There are people that have been wearing masks that are probably going to stop putting on a show. The Crow, I didn't really read about that. A new events are happening. New events, problem solving. This is all about forward movement. So I want to say Friday, girls' night out. We found out, and it's 1 hour and 11 minutes on my recording, which is so, and I've got 2 1s on my screen. I'm telling you, 1 1 1 1. I'm seeing 11 everywhere. That, I'm not sure what that means, but I'm just saying I'm seeing it, so it's significant. Maybe it means something to you guys. New beginnings. We really are getting ready to see it. All right, well, I guess that's a good place to leave this reading. I hope you enjoyed the time that you spent with me if you made it all the way through. And I guess I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.